Join discord.gg/flatearth and enter a check-in room. Someone will come along and verify you to get involved in the conversation about our Earth.
Wait, these Sneeko?
This isn't Sneeko, but we Indio and I went over to a Sneeko server a couple.
No, I'm Sneeko. Yes, I'm Sneeko.
Oh, I like if it's the same one that you know, Nick Fuentes like did something with the other week or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Tell him to say what up.
Who was it? Ash Cookem?
Ash Cookem.
I see Ash Cookem lighting up. Is that who you're speaking to?
Yeah, he was just in the server. Yeah, bro, welcome back, dude. What did you want to share with us?
Bro, I just think I found a video that because listen, I'm about truth, right? And I just think I found a video that proves that the Earth is round.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Well, send it to any one of us.
Drop that bad boy.
In order to give us globe evidence, you do have to understand what you would expect on a globe, right? Does that make sense?
I mean, what?
You don't know what you're looking for unless you know what you're looking for, right? Otherwise, somebody can say they have a Ferrari and you say, "What's that?" and they can show you an orange if you've never seen one before, and you're like, oh, "Okay, cool."
Yeah, that's why I wanted to screen share so we can talk about it. You know.
We can talk about it, but if you don't know anything about what you're looking at, then it'll be fruitless. But go ahead, post it.
Yeah, I sent you a DM. So
he's got to send a DM.
Check your
DM.
I'll send it to Creation. Yeah.
Alrighty. Creation better.
Hey, who wants to take point on Ash though? Because I don't want to jump. I don't want to step on someone's flow.
Shut up.
I got a prediction that it's Dude Perfect. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I'll take point if anybody doesn't have any objections, or if you guys, Eli, if you want point, I'll back up.
Who's taking 5 on that? Dude Perfect.
Well, I've got seen it now, so it's not DP.
Yeah,
bro, the guy has 30 subscribers.
I'm too hyped right now. You guys go ahead.
I mean, shit. Indio's here. Indio, you want a pound of flesh? It's up to you, bro.
Wasn't paying attention. What?
Indio, they're gonna be perfect for this. It's the well, your friend Ash, you're gonna need to know the size of the Earth. So this looks like it's claimed to be in the cupola, which you're gonna want to know how far off the ground that is, and if that's even close to being high enough to see curvature.
Yeah, well, newsflash, it's not. It's nowhere even close.
It's
all right. So we're gonna. Yeah, that's great. You got a nice video, Ash. Yeah, go ahead, Indio.
Yeah. So let me show you something. It's better to just show it. Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
I don't want to get in my spiel.
I'm all for. I want to be convinced. Otherwise,
just let me show you something.
Yeah, hold on a second, Ash.
Why are you like backpedaling before I even do anything?
Just relax, bro.
Yeah.
Promise, this ain't gonna hurt you.
Sweetheart. So this is what the Chinese show from their space station, which is 23 kilometers lower than the ISS.
What am I looking at? Where?
This is the Chinese live stream voices. Yeah.
This is what the Chinese show?
This is what the Chinese show. This is from a spacewalk. Chinese spacewalk from the Chinese space station. This is a YouTube screenshot, right? So you can read at the bottom what video it is. You can just type that and search. Dude, I'm not bullshitting. I didn't do anything to this video. So who do we believe? As a Chinese lying or as NASA lying? Or is the math lying? Because if you just do the math, you shouldn't see curve from that altitude. It's nowhere near high enough, and it's easy to tell you why. From that altitude, you only see like 3%.
Let me look at the video first.
Oh, okay, so from that altitude, we would only see from the altitude they claim the ISS is at. They claim you would only see 3% of the Earth's surface. You got to remember, the ball is supposed to be 8,000 miles in diameter. 250 miles is 1/16th of that.
Yeah, but like this video looks fake.
Oh, okay.
right?
All right.
Does it?
Well,
They both look fake to me.
another
It's just
issue
different
that I
fakery.
see.
No. My
Another
video,
issue that
for me, the video looks
another
real.
issue with your
How-
video.
Hold on a second.
Another. Wait. One issue with
Yeah,
your
go ahead.
video is that you know how fast the ISS is supposed to be circling the Earth. I don't see any movement there.
Wait.
So let me ask. Yeah, that's cool. Let me ask him a question. Ash, you said this doesn't look fake. What is the basis for that? What are you comparing it to?
My video?
A
Yeah, so you
Ferrari.
said this does not look fake.
Yeah, I'm comparing it to my.
Comparing it to what? Like home
To my
video
s-
you've
to my
taken, a movie
No.
you've taken, like other video you've seen. Like, what are you comparing it to? Have you seen
my-
this viewpoint in real life?
To my sanity.
Sanity.
Yeah, it's actually not an
Oh,
argument.
fuck.
Yeah, you actually
Hey,
don't
man.
have an argument.
All right.
So
So
you
like, check
actually
this out,
have
man.
no. Hold on. I just want to, pin the tail on this donkey. You don't have a frame of reference on whether to how to evaluate the authenticity of this video because you've never seen the Earth from this position, right?
Mhm.
So it's like comparing one photo of Santa to another photo of Santa and saying that photo's fake because this other photo of Santa I believe is real.
Have you heard the background noise and stuff?
Yeah. Try to focus. Go ahead, Miggy.
All right. So you brought in a video, right, as evidence that the Earth is a globe. Is this the hardest evidence you have against the case for the flat Earth? Like, is this the best that you have for globe Earth proof? And I'm only going to say that so that I can lead into the next thing I'm going to tell you. So I'm just giving you an opportunity.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if I was to give you these 3 questions that are fundamental to the globe's existence, would you be able to tell me your intellectual honesty in these questions?
Mhm.
If I'm going to ask you.
I mean, are you asking if I have knowledge about it or?
No. I'm going to ask you some questions. And basically what it is a baseline knowledge for your understanding of the Earth being a globe.
Okay,
And you
okay.
just tell me, just tell me
Yeah.
if you know. If you know, just go into detail. And if you don't know, just say, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to give you 3 questions. The first one is simple, right? So who has measured the curvature of the Earth any time in history has directly measured it with drop over distance? Do you know?
No.
Okay. Second question. They're telling us that the Earth is spinning on its axis, right? So at about 1,000 miles per hour at the equator, the Earth is spinning on its axis. So who has directly measured this axial rotation to be what they say? Okay, that's fine. All right, so we'll go to the third question, which is it's the vacuum of space adjacent to the pressure air that you and I breathe. So they're telling us that we are breathing this air pressure here on the surface at 14 psi, but the surface is also adjacent to the vacuum of space. So the furthest you go up into the atmosphere, you're going to reach like the exosphere, and beyond that, you'll reach into low Earth orbit, which are telling you it's super low pressure, but it's adjacent to the pressure that we breathe here. So how is it possible to have this gas pressure in an open system like they say we have the globe, right? So the question is, how do we have gas pressure without a container? Do you know?
That makes no sense.
Why, right. But would you have a rebuttal to why we have this gas pressure here?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
All right,
maybe
so-
gravity, but like, I don't know.
Well, no, that's fine. If you don't know, you can say, well, I don't really know. And
Yeah, I don't
we'll
know.
kind of, okay, so 3 questions that I asked you. Let me summarize. So basically, the Earth being a globe, spinning in the vacuum of space is just a belief that you have right now. It's a blind belief, let's say, because you don't know that it's a globe. You just blindly believe that it is. And with that comes all the information like these images, videos, and
Mayhem,
whatever else.
I don't blindly believe, right? I just want to know the
Yes, you do.
truth. Is all. No.
No.
true.
So I'm talking about the information. Ash, listen to me.
No,
The information that's been given to you, like, hang on a second, bro.
But
The information that's been. Let me finish telling you real quick. I'm trying to clarify the point. I know what you're going to say.
No, you made a claim. You made a claim about me, bro.
Ash,
You made a claim.
Relax.
But
brother.
you made a claim
Relax.
about me. No.
You're not taking it easy, bro, and that's the hard part. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just talk about what that means.
And I'm
The
going to
implications.
correct it.
It's fine, but wait till I'm done, and then you can correct it, right? So the implications of the information that's been given to everybody, not just you, is that the Earth is a globe by way of videos and articles, whatever it is,
Yes.
people talking about it. It's in the vernacular, right? Well,
in school, yes.
yeah, it doesn't matter. So everybody's got this information. So it isn't just you that I'm targeting. I'm targeting everybody who's heard this. So even the video that you have, it wasn't directly given to you. It was to the public, right? So the information is for public consumption. So when it's put out there, it's meant for everybody to understand that we live on an Earth that's a globe, right? The video of the guy in the cupola. So that video is showing people that it's a globe, right? But that's why I'm saying to you that that's all we have. And as far as like this Earth is, like from presentation from those guys, they're telling us that this is where we live due to this video. So it's a blind belief in the sense of saying like they're giving it to you without any information how to verify it. So you can't verify. You can just say, okay, there's a video of some guy looking out a window and now he sees the Earth as a globe. And that's all I have. That's a blind belief. Without any verification, it becomes a blind belief. So I'm not saying that you right now believe that. I'm saying it's a blind belief to say that this video is evidence for the Earth being a globe. Okay, now that I made my statement, you can see if there's any way I'm saying that you yourself are blind believing the globe.
I mean, do you think that?
I can't say it. You can only tell me. If I tell you that, I'm projecting something on you that you are not telling me. But what I'm saying though, right. So what I'm saying though, this is what they're good at. They're good at this information that they give us, and they elaborate with like other things, right? With people saying these anecdotal testimonies that they've been to a place that you can't go to, right? They've been to low Earth orbit and on, right? Rocket rides to space and whatever. So we have this people saying things, and all we are doing as the people who receive the information is believing them blindly. That's it. So that's all we have from that side. On this side, however, we have empirical evidence to state the fact that what we know the Earth to be is indeed flat and stationary. Okay, so I'm just separating the fact that we're not going to give you things just like they have, which is a blind belief in things and videos and such. Okay.
Can I tell you how I go to this video? I was like, I was about to go off PC, right? But then a thought came in my head, like, well, what would it like? Why is there no picture, like videos or pictures of? Why is there no pictures or videos of someone like being in space, right, without a fisheye lens, right? So I Google like picture in space without fisheye lens, and that's how I got to this video, right? And I get to this video, and it looks real to me, right? It doesn't look like it's fisheye lens, and I can see the curvature in here, right? But then I also think about, what if this curvature is not really the curvature of, like, what if this doesn't prove that the Earth is round, but it's just like, because it's so far, it's like, because it's like a disc, like if you would look at a plate, would also from above we would also see some curvature, right? Yeah, Ash, what we do here though is we want to give the people who are listening to us the ability to verify things for themselves. So when we go to things logistically that are impossible for you to actually, like, let's say everybody in this Discord right now, if we're to tell them that there's a guy who went up 180,000 feet and looked down and he saw a pretty flat Earth, right? So how many people are going to be able to replicate what I just told you that guy did? Not very many, right? Few, if that. So what we do here is we do things that are things that can verify things, like the ability to do things that are within everybody's like immediate reach. So if I tell you something, I'm not going to say you need to get on a rocket ride to go really far in elevation and then look down and see the flat Earth. Like that's something logistically that's not going to be something reasonable, right? So I got to target something that's possible for you to do. That's something logistically could be even more feasible for you, right? It's like go to a beach, let's say, and do a line of sight test. That's more along the lines of something that's reasonable for anybody to test the Earth to see what it is. And that's where we're at today. We're showing people that you don't have to go on a rocket ride and look down and see the Earth flat. That's not what we're saying. And that's a whole wrong approach anyway, right? Because the Earth that we're testing is on the ground. If there's any curvature, the surface curvature, it would demonstrate itself on the ground, and we could then measure drop over distance, which was the first question I asked you. Mm-hmm. So
That's important because if we don't have a baseline for our fundamental understanding of the Earth that we're on right now, then we become lost, or we don't know, or anybody that presents information like videos and any kind of rhetoric, magazines or whatever, then we can be taken in by that information because we don't have a baseline of knowledge of how to discern. We don't know how even to think about to measure this Earth, or if there's any way that we can find out, right? So anyway, I'll stop there. But like, now that you understand that anything that comes from those guys is just really a blind belief because they don't have evidence. They can't show you, Ash, like, go to the Earth and measure the Earth for the curvature because they don't have that. And so that's where we're at. If they're telling you the Earth is a globe, then the next thing you have to do is tell them, how did you verify this? Because I want to verify this information myself. And if you can't do it, then you're blindly believing that information, whatever it is.
But like, how would you explain this video? Like, what do you think about this video that I sent? Do you see it?
It's a video. That's all I can say. It's a video of a guy looking out of a window and seeing the Earth looking like it's curved. Is it objective reality? How is it possible? If we don't measure, if he sees curvature in that window of that cupola, let's take a look at it like this. Let's translate that curvature to the ground. If he's seeing curvature from that cupola in that video, then let's measure to see if we can find curvature on the ground. If we can't measure any curvature as drop over distance, then that video is not telling you the reality that you see out in the world. Does that make sense?
Look at that screenshot, man. Just take a good look at this screenshot.
What screenshot?
The screenshot I took from the video you posted. 9
past the hour.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Say this was a ball that's like 1 meter in diameter. How far away do you think you'd be from that ball? From this viewpoint? Pretty far, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not far. That you don't understand. They're not far.
What? Why do you say they're not far?
Because they claim the altitude is 250 miles. Look in the VC again. This is to scale of how far. This other image. This is a scale model. This is to scale. That white circle, that's their view. That's their entire view. That's the entire horizon. Where the white meets the blue, that's the horizon. Now, go look back at the image from the video. Do you think that this is an accurate representation of the geometry that they claim exists 250 miles above a ball, 8,000 miles in diameter?
So you think it would be like he would like see a lot less?
A lot less. This is like the Sea of Oman, and up top, and that's the Nile Canal, right?
Yeah.
And up top, that's like the Mediterranean. This circle of like these features that you can see, that can't even be like 600 miles. It's supposed to be 25,000 mile diameter or circumference.
Oh.
This is not representative of what they claim exists. It's not even close.
Do you see how that doesn't translate, Ash?
Mm-hmm.
And you're just going, oh, I see curvature. They must be very far away in space. This would be probably like 4,000 miles away. But they're 1/8 that, according to them.
Correct.
They're not even 1/8, 1/16 of that. And 1/32 the diameter that they claim it is, right?
It's not even mentioning the radius. So I mean, think about it. Like all the metrics to the Earth being a globe, diameter, radius, circumference. It's not proportional. When you actually look at it from the image from that, that video, it's not proportional to the Earth that should be the size that they say it is. And that's where you start to find out, well, something's not adding up. The math doesn't fit the size of the globe that you're seeing.
I agree. That's exactly what my artist eye was like offended by. And that's kind of what kind of made it more solid for me to get, comfortable with the flat earth truth. So thank you for that. I didn't know if I was like on the money with the radius thing or not. I was like, that sounds right. Feels right.
It's on the geometry. Yeah.
This video looks so real for me, no?
Well, so do movies. You go to the theater, you see movies that look so real, but you don't think they're real, right? Because they're
wait. How does it look
I'm gonna
real?
find
I'm
the Morgan
confused.
Freeman.
Like it looks real, right? Even the noise and shit, like everything looks real, no? Like even the station.
Right, but okay, but fair, but that would represent an Earth that's about an eighth of the size of the Earth they claim. That's primarily taken up with the landmass of a specific geographic region, which is only a tiny portion of the entire Earth. So it can't look real because you've seen a map before and you know that the scale of that territory is off.
What is the? I don't know the word in English, but like if you let's say, right, the Earth is a globe. Let's say the Earth is globe. How many miles is there if you wanted to go around the Earth?
What the circumference?
I guess, yeah.
24,901 miles.
Hey, watch the Morgan Freeman, not Morgan Freeman video. It just proves how easy it is to make something look real, but it's not really him.
Yeah, so if that carries, right, roughly, you're looking at an Earth that's the 1/6 the size of the Earth they claim. So that curvature can't possibly be the curvature of the Earth. It's obviously the curvature of the lens.
I think you said earlier, too, you thought the China picture or video looked fake, and that's exactly our point. It's like you take the time to actually examine these things, and it's extremely fake.
Yeah,
but like, which one is real to you, the China or the NASA? Well, why is China less credible?
China looks fake to me instantly, right? But this looks real instantly to me.
Well, then why is China faking space?
Hold on.
Hold
on. What
do you mean?
I have an expert friend help you. I have an expert witness on the line, Elon Musk. Oh, yeah, that's right, Elon. Yep. Okay, what Elon said is you can tell it's real because it looks so fake.
You can tell it's real because it looks so fake.
Thanks, Elon.
Well, I think it looks so ridiculous and impossible.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
we'd have way better CGI if it was
you
fake.
can tell it's real because it looks real, you know?
No, Ash, check it out, man. Ever since you were a child, you've been shown these images and videos and all that. So you're going based on that, where people are saying, oh, that's space. It looks so real. And so you're basing your whole worldview on that. When you see things like, listen, Ash, you can say not true all you want, bro, but the whole world has been land-based it ever since we were kids, children even, right? To think that the Earth is a globe via this propaganda, which is videos, in your textbooks, people use the word in the vernacular, globalist. So all this information culminates to a point where you have the critical thinking age, like you're at right now. You should be able to have good discernment, but you cannot get away from it because when they show you things that makes it look like it's real, in your mind, you perceive it like that's reality. Even though you have geometry that doesn't comport over to what it should be when you look at it, right? Because even on the video...
Forget geometry, brother. Think about your own.
I flat Earth 10 minutes ago before I saw this video, right? No, I'm not sure. I believe in flat Earth 10 minutes ago.
No, that's not true.
We told you.
I'm not close-minded, bro. Like,
Stop
I'm not
the cat. I believe you are.
When I was 15,
friend, I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to explain to you how close-minded you are.
No, when I was 15, I said, how do you know that the Earth is round? I asked my friends, how do you know it? How do you know? When I was 15, my friend. And that is true. I always questioned everything. I asked them, have you been up? Have you seen it? No, you haven't. I'm not close-minded, bro.
I believe you are, Ash.
Well, then why did you not...
why would you think that going up and looking at something from outside of the Earth is the way to tell what Earth is? Why do you need to astral project your soul into some other place outside of the Earth?
I mean, because if you want to know what shape, let's say you're a tiny, like let's say you were the size of an ant, right? You can see what
you're actually trying to reason with us.
You're trying to make up something in your head, right?
That's why you're closed-minded.
So what if it was a table, right?
No. Can I finish? Let's say.
You already did. You said we're an ant on a beach ball or a ball. Like, who cares? It's an ant.
No, I didn't finish. You know what shape a plate is, right? You know it.
Depends
let's say you were a size of a bacteria.
before you go on, do you think we think the Earth is a
shit.
plate in space, a disk?
No.
We're not the
trying to
size
make
of, of a bacteria, Ash.
Can I
Like,
finish? Can I finish? You're not letting me finish.
Hold on.
No, I don't want to hear
listen,
about bacteria.
You'll finish in a second, but you never.
No.
Your premise, right? You know what a plate is by looking at it. It depends on the perspective you're looking at the plate from, right?
He keeps changing
So it changes based upon where you are relative to that object, right? What it looks like.
He went from ant to bacteria.
Yeah, we're not a fucking bacteria. Okay, that's stop talking about that. You don't even know what you're saying. So first of all,
what? No,
first of all,
stop,
no, I'm not going to stop, bro. No, you don't realize the implications of what you're saying. You haven't even tested the Earth to be a globe yet. You haven't tested it.
I know that the shape of a plate doesn't change. It doesn't matter.
Oh my God! Nobody says it's a plate.
The shape. I'm not comparing.
Visually changes. It
let's
visually changes. Ash, you're just making up nonsense.
What do you mean it visually changes?
It visually changes. Oh, it doesn't. So if I look at a plate from the side versus right up above it, it doesn't change. It looks exactly the same.
No, it's about what the plate is shaped, not what it looks like, right? We want to figure
You
out
just said
what.
look at it. But you just said look at it.
Bro, no. We want to figure out how the Earth is, right?
By looking
That's
at
the goal.
it. By looking at
Not
it.
the shape, no.
You just said not looking at it. Make up your mind. Pick a struggle. Look at it or not look at it. Is looking at it the way or not the way?
Of course, looking at it is the way. Yes.
Okay, so if I told you to build a house, I said no tape measure, look at the pieces. All you can do is look at the pieces and guess how long they are.
Well, I didn't understand.
You'd have a fucked up looking house.
Well, I
You
didn't
need to
understand what you
measure.
just said.
You need to. Yeah, he's giving you an analogy of the idea here. If you want to find how to look at what we're saying, you need to measure the Earth. That means you need to test the Earth if it has this curvature that you think it has. It's not looking at something is not going to determine whether or not that convexity is there or not. You have to measure across the surface of the Earth and find out if there's any drop over distance, which a sphere should have. Therefore, you don't.
No,
What do you mean you don't? You're just going to guess?
Listen.
You're going to guess.
If you can look at the Earth
Why can't we measure it? Why can't we measure it, Ash? Why can't we measure it?
I don't know. Listen.
Why can't we measure it?
I don't know. I just answered you.
Why don't you know? Why don't you know?
What do you mean? Why?
Why?
I know. Like what?
Yeah,
Listen.
well, because you need to measure it if you want to find out if it's curving or not, right? Yes or no? Okay, so why aren't you measuring it?
Because I don't know how to, bro.
All right, so wouldn't that be the first step, knowing how to? Wouldn't that be the first
to measure the floor, you measure the floor, right? Not the ceiling.
Hey, looking at it doesn't tell you anything, so you got to look at it.
It doesn't tell you. How do you know? How do you know that the plate is shaped how it is?
Well, we're not looking at the shape. No one's trying to determine a shape here. Only you. You're in a category error. This is the wrong server if you're looking for a shape.
I was kind of thinking the same thing, Ash. It's about the surface. So it's either rounded or it's not. We're not really dealing with the shape. We're here as flat earthers. We're not trying to tell you what shape the Earth is. In my view, there's no such thing as seeing the whole Earth anyway. Even if it was a globe, you don't see the whole thing. So there's no ability to go up and see the whole Earth. So we're talking about the surface of the Earth can only be curved or it's not curved. So that's why we're trying to get you to come down to the ground instead of flying away from the thing that you need to measure.
Yeah, because think about it logically. You wouldn't go. Hold on now.
You think the Earth is infinite?
Hold on.
No, I said there's no way to see the whole thing. Earlier, you said that you could go up and see the edge of the plate. We don't think the Earth is a plate or a disc.
I never said that. I never thought that, bro. I didn't.
You did. You did say it.
No, the problem. I didn't. I tried to make a point, and you didn't let me finish. Right? That's the thing. That's why you think that.
But listen, you did.
I didn't finish.
But the point is that there's no going up and seeing the whole Earth. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So
you're talking
about helping you anyway. Because you can't go out of reality and look back and take selfies, bro. For the same way you can't leave outer space and then look back and say, okay, all of outer space is shaped like a blob or whatever you might think outer space is shaped like. You can't leave and turn around and take selfies with the Earth.
And you can't measure your floor space by going up to the ceiling lamp or the ceiling itself. You actually go to the floor to measure the floor space. the area, right?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, honey. So we're drilling
sense.
down.
That
We're
makes
drilling
sense.
down on the point, Ash. Drilling down on the point is you have to be on the surface if you want to find out if there's any surface curvature, and that's what we're interested in. And if you can actually come to that point where you say, "I don't know how to measure it, guys. Can you help me?" Sure, we can. We can tell you how to do it. Is that what you want to find out?
No. But so because you said.
What do you mean you
like,
don't know? No, what we talking about? You don't know.
Because there was many points here, right? And I want to address other points. I want to address other points.
Ash, the only thing you should be concerned with right now is measuring the floor for convexity. Which,
That's the key point.
If it's supposedly a globe, then it should measure like a globe with drop over distance. Ash, do you understand this point?
But I can't do that right now.
Well, you can't do that. Well, I mean, so what,
brother.
Yeah, the thing is, though, you don't have the knowledge to understand how to. So, can we talk about that?
Yeah, but we can. But first, like you said, someone said that like you can't look at Earth, right? Because you can't escape reality, right?
Oh my God, you're really hung up on that point, aren't you? What?
We can get to that in a moment, Ash. Just let's focus, because the key point is what we're trying to hold you to right now. I want you to just take 30 seconds and just look around your room at all the surfaces, tables, ceiling, your phone, everything has a surface, right?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's only two options here, unless you can point out a third option. The surfaces can either be rounded in some way, or it's not. There's no third option here. So what we're saying is the surface of the Earth, the water is a good place to start, can only be doing one of those two things. So what we need to do is find out which of those two things it's doing at the surface. That's step one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now that we got it all down, Ash, can we start with there?
Yes.
All right. But if you want, yes,
because I gotta go to sleep soon, right? I work in.
Oh, we got that. What's that fallacy, my friends?
4.5 hours.
Oh, look at the time.
All right,
look
chill,
at the time.
everyone. Since he has to leave, it's important
I have to wake up at 4 and 4.5 hours.
Bro, who gives a crap, dude? Someone else is speaking now. Thank you. So, before you go, we need to point out the fact that you showed us an image and we demonstrated to you how that image doesn't represent the Earth. And you then said you need to look at it to be able to see it. The ISS people aren't high enough to see any Earth curvature. And they represent to you a false image, which we demonstrated to you it's false. You immediately ran away from the implications and refused to acknowledge any of the points that were made, and went on a red herring and distracted everybody from the fact that you have no answer to the information you were given, and you refuse to even think about it or even talk about it.
My friend, the thing is, I'm not here to debate you guys on the Earth being round. I just want to know the truth. I just want
no,
to know
you don't,
what's
friend.
true. Yes,
you don't.
yes.
You don't.
I'm not. Do you think
You're
I'm lying to
lying
you right now? Okay.
No, you are lying. You demonstrated yourself to lie because we gave you information and you completely ignored it.
Okay. So
yeah,
do you
it's
think
called your actions speak louder than your words, friend.
Okay, bro. Okay.
Look, don't. I'm not blaming you. Most people that come in here have the same reaction. There's a trigger inside their mind that prevents them from going down certain tracks. It's a self-defense mechanism.
Okay. Yeah.
So next time you come back, you need to have an answer for why the critique of that video demonstrates that that's not the curve of the Earth that you're looking at. If you can't talk about that when you come back, then you are lying. You're lying to yourself, not us, because we know you're lying. So you're not actually lying to us.
Oh, what am I lying about?
Your sincerity.
If you wanted the truth, then you want to just see if we can measure curvature or not.
Yeah,
like the whole but it looks real. Like that doesn't seem like someone who's after the truth. You know what I mean?
But are we not getting to that? We were just getting to that, right?
I don't know. You kind of wanted to fly away from reality, my friend. So, like,
what do you mean?
And
we're trying to keep it down to the
at the same time. Oh my! Look at the time. It's getting late.
That video falsifies the radius. You understand that?
The time is midnight 30 at where I'm at, and I need to work at 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is more important than sleep.
Press the leave button, bro. Come on, just press it. The red button. Press it right now. Go.
Yeah. That video falsifies the radius that you presented as evidence of curvature. Oh, I got to go to sleep.
Like what?
But you expect us to believe you're sincere. Get real, bro.
But this was not sincere because that's not what happened, right?
Bro, right now's the time when you say I have to go, but you made a good point and we'll talk about it when I return. That's the honest thing to do.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I should be like you. I'm sorry, bro.
Well, otherwise you're gonna not want to talk about it, right? So, I mean...
You're gonna tell me how to respond now? Like what?
Yeah, look, dude, it's not impossible for one person to recognize another person's problems and point that out to them. Usually a wise man, when he's described his faults, takes it into account, thinks about it, and then makes a reasoned response, rather than just accuse the other person.
Let me ask a question. We'll just figure out if you're honest or not right off the bat.
Okay.
Does that video match the globe claims based upon the ISS is 250 miles above the Earth, and the Earth has a diameter of 8,000 miles? Does that image match that?
No, based on the thing that you sent me previous, it doesn't. No, of course not.
Okay. All right. Baby steps, man. Thank you for your honesty. It's hard for people to... Because what are they saying? They're saying, just look at it. Like, that's not,
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Well, now you're holding in two things. You got two things separately. You've got the video, and then you've got the claim of the globe Earth. So you have to drop one. You can't put them together. They don't go together. So sounds like you got to drop that video and get back to the claim.
Then you can take it one step farther, right? You can ask, why are they showing that video as a representative of the globe Earth when there's no possible way it can match it?
Yeah, we're gonna do a line of sight. We're gonna do a line of sight test. If he's gonna stay in here, we're gonna do the line of sight test. Unless you interject and say, "Look, look at the time," because I'm telling you right now, we can go through it. But if you don't have much time, I don't want to waste my time and go through it.
How long does it take?
Well, it's gonna take as long as it does. I don't know. Depends on you.
Usually, give me an estimate.
I don't know. Maybe 10 minutes.
If it's 10 minutes, I can do it, yes.
Okay. So, well, shit. All right. So if you're going to do a line of sight test, then I would say, do you have a body of water that's near your location, Ash?
A body of water?
Yes. A lake, an ocean.
No.
You don't live near a body of water at all. You can't even drive with the one.
Where I need to go outside?
A body of water like a lake or an ocean or...
For this test, yes. Do I need to physically go outside? Not a pond,
but a lake. What do you mean physically go? How else can you test the reality or the physical natural world if you don't go outside, bro?
I can't do it. I can't do it, bro.
What?
What? If you have to go outside, you can't do it?
Yes.
What? How would you test inside your house?
The reason that I kick people the reason that I mute or kick people like him out is because there are people coming in and coming out and coming in and coming out that actually deserve to have this conversation. I would have kicked him.
You are old.
We're not asking you right now, brother. We're not saying go out or leave your house at this very moment.
No,
why are y'all? Hold on. Why are y'all talking to him like he's reasonable? We're talking about the world, and he's like, "You mean I have to go outside, bro?" He doesn't deserve anything other than a listening pass. You guys got it. I mean, come on.
He's in prison. Escort from prison, Elijah. Maybe he's in prison.
Yeah, could be.
What is your profession? See, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.